Oh, hello. We're back. And I am really excited about it.
Woo!
I'm just pulling up all of my little bits and bobs. Welcome to the season
Jurassic Park.
finale. Yeah, welcome to already on
If I can get
already
Sophie to like shake her head in exasperation at me, that's a good session for me.
Yeah, and actually, so that's the finale. I wonder how many times I make that joke when we do something at the beginning of, and then I say, and that's the show.
I do it
I
too.
wish somebody would count it like people count Brennan Lee Mulligan's bits, but
constant. Oh, it's
okay, well, we're here. Monsterhearts season finale of junior year. Who knows what the fuck is gonna happen? I certainly don't. These guys probably don't either. But you may notice we have a special guest, JP Morgan Chase.
JP Morgan Chase
is here with us. As you may recall from last 2 weeks session, Nikki appeared at the end of the session, dead. I don't know. But before we get into all that, I have a few announcements to tell you. Very important things. Even though summer is coming up and we're ending Monsterhearts, things are not ending for the other stuff going on in CharmedPersons. So on Sunday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be back officially with a new session of the campaign for Six of Swords campaign, officially named Gearing Up for the Fivefold Harvest Games. Who knows? Zach's twerking. We love it. Vogue. Get it. I don't know what's going on below. It could be twerking. Back it up.
Since I'm, you can't, but it looks like I'm twerking. Trust me.
I'm twerking. You can't tell, but I'm twerking. That's the best twerking, is when you can't tell, I think. Stealth twerk. Anywho, on Monday, June 1st, catch the baddies over at Talk With Me. Matt, do you have any spoilers or hints as to what we can expect for the next arc of your adventures?
The only hint is that there will be twerking.
Oh, how appropriate.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
I will call you out if there's no twerking in that episode.
If there's twerking, Zach will be in the chat shaming you. He'll just log on to the stream and like ruin everything and twerk. And then this time next week, catch Minions back at it again. We missed last session because of bodies and stuff are crazy and they're always breaking and snapping and twerking. So
yeah, we were twerking too hard.
Yeah, we're an aged group. We're aging out of being able to twerk. So Minions will be back.
And the stakes are getting higher.
The stakes are?
The stakes are going to get higher. You'll ask for some stuff. Some stuff's about to happen.
Oh
That's
no.
all I'm going to say.
Oh no, I hate when stuff happens. I can't wait to play 26 characters at the same time. Okay. So we are going to get into this last finale of junior year of Monsterhearts. As a reminder to the players and to whoever is watching from your home or otherwise, make each main character's life not boring, keep the story feral, say what the rules demand, and say what honesty demands. Nikki. Bruised and battered and bloody, you limp as gracefully as you can towards the city center of Angelwood, the neighborhood that you have just come to know in Keynes, Oregon, and this the year of our deity 2026. Who knows what kind of patrons are in this world? We have not ever really talked about it.
Greek mythology canon.
Greek mythology canon. That's why none of the political systems are like actually functioning in this world the way they are in our world. It's because we've all just been on a Greek.
Next season's gonna be big on Buffy and Percy Jackson.
Perfect.
You can't help but wonder how this is going to work. Will it work? Will the plan that you've been put into motion, or you've been putting into motion the last month, come to fruition, or will this be the official end of you? I purposefully did not tell JMO a lot about how she got to this point because I really am interested in, with this whole Monsterhearts thing, we've been playing a lot of discovery. There's some planning, some plotting that I can do, but at the end of the day, like, this is really a story that we have all told together. And so I didn't want to put too much power in my own hands. And I wanted to play around with a potential new convention, which is, you may have seen, like, you guys have seen it probably in like some D&D stuff, but when plans are made, instead of taking the time to plan it all out and plot it and scheme it and kind of take away room for improv or storytelling, in a moment, you can call a flashback, or you can say, I would have planned this. I would have, once you're faced with the stakes. So with that being said, Nikki, as you are limping, struggling to find a seat, you see this fountain in the city center and you start to struggle towards it. You sit and you have blood running down your cheek from like a gash on your cheek that like a punch hit and like split your skin. You have claw marks on the side of your arm on like your left bicep. Some of your clothes have kind of tattered off. And you sit there and you think, how did I get here? And we flash back to Nikki upside down in the wreckage of her car. She, a month before, just as a reminder of the time passing, a month before, you're in your car upside down, you unbuckle the seatbelt, you slump to the shrapnel, glass is everywhere. You pull yourself out, feeling kind of the skin breaking, and you stand up. You see your car flipped over. You see traffic starting to stop, smoke billowing from the wreckage. People are starting to get out of their cars, and like a woman is even like asking, like screaming if you're okay. And you see her face, but you can't hear anything. Everything around you is silent. And you hear the sound of like lighter flicking and a flame, the like gentle hum of a flame. And you look to your left and you see the same woman that you saw in the van coming out of the van that was taking you all from the apartment building where you faced off with Daniela and Mother. And you know this to be Steve's mom, or so you were introduced. Got a bit of trouble here, huh?
Nikki looks down at herself and kind of sees the extent of her injuries as quite bad and probably shouldn't be standing up right now. And looks back, coughs a little blood out of her mouth, and says, I wish I could say I'd been through worse.
That's really saying something. It's tough to be attempted murder by a lover, ex-lover. Maybe, I'm not really sure what. Not that I was eavesdropping or anything.
Right. I don't want this to be the end. Or at least not
Okay.
the full end.
Okay. And you notice that time has kind of slowed around you. It's starting to slow. It wasn't like an immediate slowness, but you see the woman who was shouting starting to get a little more like molasses-like in her movement. And a man on his phone is calling presumably for help and has kind of like frozen in place. She didn't help you like she helped me.
No.
I'm wondering why that is.
Wasn't our deal at the time.
Wasn't our deal either, but when I was in danger, something's happening. She's not working. I don't know. I don't know how to. I think now's our chance. You want what I want.
Think so. Yeah.
Say it. What do you want?
I want to be a monster hunter again. And I want to hunt down that monster. Her.
Jenna walks to you, flicks the cigarette that she lit, and you look back and you see no cigarette where she dropped it. And when you look back up, she's gone. And you look around the carnage again. Time has started back up. You hear a siren in the distance, as if help is coming to you. What do you do?
If I can't remember how much of the lore JMO know or Nikki knows.
Yeah.
But I know that, like, Jenna became the Jenna she is now in that deadly situation, correct?
I think you are smart enough and have been involved in this enough to know that her saying she helped me when I was in your situation gives allusion to, and you wouldn't have overheard enough. Because remind me, you didn't really see or hear much of her except what she was saying to everybody or whoever she talked to in the car,
Yeah.
right? Or like,
Mhm.
and when you guys had pulled over.
Right.
So yeah, I would say you're smart enough. Actually, yeah, I would say you're smart enough to kind of start to put the pieces together that, like, in order to get away from a deal with Mother, you have to die.
Mhm.
But then if you are beholden to Mother in that time, you are possibly protected.
I think Nikki looks around at, like, the chaos that's now starting around her, and I think still doesn't quite tune in or hear what people are telling her to do or what they're saying or anything like that. And she looks for a piece of glass that is, like, wedged somewhere on the ground, or even like a piece of her car that's wedged up, and just kind of nonchalantly, as if she's laying down, as like the shock is wearing off and she can't stand anymore, but strategically puts herself so that what that sharp object is stabs into her back, roughly where her heart would be.
Damn. Nasty. Okay. You do that. Go ahead. I want to see, because you're dealing harm, even if it's to yourself, go ahead and lash out physically.
Okay.
To just see how this goes. Let's let the dice decide. And also let me know, because I don't have my, oh no, I can put roll 20 up. Never mind. Oh my god.
Cool.
Maybe I can't. I might mess up my camera.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, just tell me what you roll.
I can. I'll do it the old-fashioned way.
I'll put it on my phone.
Yeah. I didn't roll that well. So I got a 6.
Okay. So that's a failure. So go ahead and mark an experience. Is this your first experience? Is this the first time you've ever experienced failure, Daniel?
Second. I don't remember what my first one was, though.
Probably a turn someone on or some shit.
Probably.
You stab this piece of glass into your heart, and near your heart, you get the sense, you feel your anatomy in action. You're like intimately knowledgeable in this moment. And you excruciating pain. You're already tender from this wreck. Your emotions are flooded. You've lost presumably someone that you cared very deeply about. Things are not just going your way. And as you do that, I will say, you don't hurt yourself in the way that you wanted to in order to get Mother's attention. And I'm presuming that's what you were trying to do.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So you are just a girl who just stabbed herself with a piece of glass in the middle of
Damn.
the scene, and a woman comes up to you and is like, "What are you doing? What? Stop! 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 Stop!" And is like freaking out, and you see like tears are streaming from her eyes. "Are you okay? Like, what are you doing? Stop!"
I think Nikki's mad, and in her head just now tries to just call out Mother, as like knowing she didn't do exactly what she wanted, but maybe she's still losing enough blood, will lose enough blood,
Mm-hmm.
and so just kind of not wanting to yell in this woman's face that just ran up to her, but
Yeah.
closes her eyes and just kind of repeats Mother over and over and over again.
You open your you close your eyes, you say "Mother, Mother, Mother," and then you open your eyes and you are no longer at this crash site. You are in a like stone enclosure, like a kind of ornate marble. It's very echoey. There's like sconces with like old gas lamps, and you feel the pressure of the glass that you had just sliced into you relieved. You look down, you see that like your hands and feet and face are not as bloody as they were, and Mother stands in front of you with her clouded, shrouded face. You can see like the hint of a mouth under it. Nikki, what the fuck are you doing? What kind of show are you trying to put on?
I don't want our deal to end because I died. And there's one way I know a deal with you can continue. Forever, as far as I know.
You want to work for me?
If that's what you call it, sure.
What makes you think I can trust you?
I don't know. I kind of assumed you had the powers to get that vibe pretty easily.
Roll to shut her down.
Okay. Cold. Oh no, cold's my bad one. That's a a 5. So still a failure.
Yeah, you fail. So 2 experiences in one scene. I love this.
Just getting all the experience on my deathbed.
Right. She kind of smirks. And it's a smirk you haven't seen before. And you've only had a little bit of time with her, so you don't know all of her isms, but she laughs and says, "I'm gonna forget our first deal. Wipe the slate clean. My treat. My treat to you for the hardships you've gone through. But if you want to work for me, I need to know that I can trust you. And how I'm going to know that I can trust you is that you're going to stay alive on this godforsaken planet. And you are going to try again. So tell me, what can Mother do for you one last time? Name it, and we'll see what price you must pay for it.
J-Mo
And I
did not
know
think
we've
of
talked
this.
a little bit about it, JMO, so if you
Mhm.
want to, I'm kind of throwing you a little bit of a curve here. So if you want to think about it, we can cut scene and come back, and you can have it by the time we reintroduce you, and we can talk about how you got there. But if you have something now, we can play it out. Because I don't want to put you on the spot.
Trying to see if I can think of something quickly. Because I think it would be a new deal based on what Lilith did. So, okay, I think Nikki's first deal would be I want to know everything about you and what you are and how you came to be and where your powers come from. I want to understand.
She considers this for a moment. I almost did the thing where you say two words at the same time, and I was going to say consider and ponder. And I was like, she ponders what you're saying.
She ponders very hard.
She ponders. She ponders what you're saying, and there's a moment where you see like her look at you.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki, I'm touched. No one has ever requested such a thing for me. I can give this to you slowly to ensure that your loyalty remains strong. And in exchange for this very big ask, I will need something in return. I need you to bring me one of the vampires. They elude my master in their immortality, and I would like to give him a gift. For where there is a mother, there is a father. And father must remain happy as well.
Do I get to know who this father is as the first piece of the puzzle before I do this?
Roll a
show of
d6 for me.
Mutual trust.
Evens is one thing, odds is another. Duh.
Okay. It's a 6, so evens.
Yeah. She says, "You're so curious. The greatest master that one can know in this universe is death himself. And in order to do what we do, we must keep balance. When one life is saved, another must be taken. and we do that work. So, your life can be spared in order to continue on, but another life must be paid. Bring me one of the vampires. It doesn't have to be your precious Lilith, if she is so precious to you now. There are a handful more I've come to know. Bring them to me, and you can have whatever information I can give you.
Doesn't have to be one in that group. Just
Why, yes. What good is it if it doesn't matter?
Okay. I'll do it.
As soon as you say okay, you find yourself moving through time in a strange, strange way. Now that you work for officially this person and are actually serious about time moves. You are at Mother's side. You see Jenna. You see a pack of wolves in this woods, this wooded area, this heavily wooded area, moonlight shining through the trees and illuminating in kind of a circle. You see like skeletal, ghoulish, childlike figures that like creep and crawl next to her and like pull on her robes and like tug on her hands. And you're moving through this kind of montage of like understanding the network that Mother has cast in this area. At one point you look over as all of kind of the camaraderie is happening and Jenna is just smoking a cigarette staring directly at you. And before you know it, a month has passed and you've snapped exactly back to where you were, as if you have just walked out of the car accident, as if no time has passed. But the wounds that you have on your face and your arm are not wounds from a car accident. They're wounds from the hollows, the little creepy little children that you saw. They're wounds from the werewolves. It's as if you've been in like a weird orgy skirmish of like debacle. Yeah. And you find yourself sitting in the same place on this fountain. Where in this new mission do you go first?
I think knowing time has passed, I try to do some recon on the little group and see what they have been up to since, and if they know I'm dead, if they know Lilith killed me. Those are the main things I'm trying to figure out first, and then also just what are they up to?
What location would you go to, or what would you do to like find out where they are?
I would definitely go to Vernon's first.
Vernon's first, okay. As you have the idea, I feel like it's like the movie moment where like all of this happens. Nikki like sitting on this fountain, we only see like the front shot of her. We see her head down, kind of like gathering herself, and then we just see like her look up in the camera and like a look of determination as she stands up and moves almost with the lack of the limp and the pain and the hurt that she felt when she first started the journey to the fountain, all of that dissipates and she just starts booking it to the guest house. Meanwhile, we are gonna cut to, I believe, was it just Vernon and Steve that were going to find Hacker, or was it the whole group? Was it all three of you? And Cora and all them.
I have stayed behind and invited Cora over to my guest house.
That's right. Okay, so you and Cora are going to the guest house. Josie and Steve, were you going to Hacker to find Hacker? Okay. I wrote down Cora Vernon guest house, and I see that now, and I wrote Josie Steve, and then didn't put anything next to them. So we will cut to Josie and Steve. I imagine that you got there. We don't need to know how you got there unless there was a conversation that either of you wanted to have as you were making your way to the bar where you know Hacker to frequent.
No, I don't think so.
Cool. You suddenly find yourself sitting in front of this man, who you know to be Hacker. I wrote his name down. Something Hackman.
Yeah, I think Henry Hackman.
Henry Hackman. Who is just ranting and ranting and ranting, was ranting when you came in and had been looking at someone else, and then as soon as you sat down, he just turned around and he's like, yeah, and I just think that the walls are very thin in my apartment building, and I think that somebody made them purposely thin because I think they want to hear me. And when they hear me, they say, oh, you're such a genius, we're going to steal your ideas, and I don't think that is a good thing. So I want to put a like tile on the wall to help with the sound barrier. And then I saw a video on the YouTube that is like, you can do sound on
Henry.
Sound. Yes.
Sorry.
That is my government name. How do you know it's my government name?
Because I came across. What did I come across? A book he wrote?
Yes. It was articles. It was
articles.
Like a blog.
Yes.
Yeah, a blog, and it was talking about like, it was a conspiracy blog, but basically started to have some stuff that was like pretty close to what you were looking for in terms of like paranormal activity
and the history of increase. Yeah. I came across some of your writings online.
My online periodical.
Yeah, your blog.
More like a manifesto, but yeah.
Yeah, it definitely reads like a
Thank
manifesto.
you. That's what I was saying when I was writing it.
Henry, that's not good. You don't want it to be a manifesto.
That's what I believe, though. Isn't that what a manifesto is?
I mean...
What am I thinking of?
It is, but it's just there's a connotation.
Okay. Well, if you say so, the yous know everything.
Listen, the stuff that you wrote about, have you experienced any of it?
Well, yes, I would not write about it if I had not experienced at least some of it. Also, as I hear stories, I see observations. I'm not going around getting haunted every other day, but I hear the stories.
Have you heard of an entity called Mother?
Entity called Mother. Entity called Mother. Mata. And he like starts saying it to himself and like going, and he takes a swig of his beer.
Oh, God.
Mata. No, I have not heard of such a thing. It's like a mother, like a mother and a child.
Yeah, that's why I came to talk to you to talk to you about a normal woman and her child.
That's not my specialty, thank you. I did not ever get married.
Josie, maybe you would have better luck? I don't know.
Yes, Josie, maybe you would have better luck. So to tell me more about what it is a word when you believe something and you write it down? What is that? What would you call that?
Maybe I have the wrong connotation of manifesto.
So, when I think of manifesto, I definitely think of
yeah, we're talking about this, okay?
Um,
For the next 45 minutes, this is the end of the finale.
Have you ever heard of a book called Mein Kampf?
Hacker wrote it.
Listen,
that's
I'm
a
not an
manifesto.
Yes, and that is what that man believed. It doesn't mean it's bad or good. That man believed it. I say bad. Yeah. Have you seen the movie of the Little Rock?
Listen, I think if you're passionate enough to take the time to write a manifesto about it, you're already a little crazy.
Well, yes. I am a little crazy, but...
Oh, I didn't say that. Steve's not smart enough to say something like that.
Thank you. Anyway, I'm a little crazy. Yes, Josie, tell me your feelings about this.
Josie, maybe you can have some better luck.
Hacker's your preferred.
Nobody calls me hacker in my life that are my friends, only people who want to bring me down and make fun of me.
Oh, sure. Sorry. So what name
My name is Henry Hackman.
Henry Hackman. Okay.
Yes.
So, have you ever played D&D, Henry?
D&D.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dragons? Decoration. It's the dragon game from the television.
I mean, I guess there was a television. There was a cartoon.
The little kids who are going around and they're saying, "Oh, we're playing the game on the board," but then the game comes to life in real time.
Yeah, that's pretty new.
Sure.
That's like Stranger Things kind of.
But so I mean, I guess I was trying to use this as a framework for an explanation. So, Mother, this entity that we're asking about, have you ever come across anything that, offers you something in exchange for, power over you?
Oh. No, but I did hear of a fellow back 10 or so years ago who's raving about such a thing. He said he was at the hospital that I worked at. He said, I got into something I don't want to be in any longer, and it wants me to do bad things. Kind of like that.
Yeah, who's that?
What's his name? Something, and he had a family, something Smith. Derek.
What's
he had a lovely wife. He's a lovely wife, and she was pregnant. And just some little kids.
So is he still there at the hospital?
No, he left. Well, he left. People say he went on. He moved on. Yes.
I just want to apologize.
For what?
For how
calling me hacker?
No.
For years and years and ruining my self-esteem?
I mean, I'm sorry about that.
Yes, I am. Okay, I'm genuinely sorry about that. The other thing I'm saying I'm sorry for is just I shouldn't be getting as angry at you as I am, and I know that. I do know that, but you're pissing me off, Henry.
What did I do?
I need new information, Henry. I'm sorry, Josie. We've been working so hard, and Onyx is gone, and I don't know what to do. And people, can I get a beer?
Oh, there's our little man. Why are you so? No need to be crying and tearsing. Let's all take a deep breath.
Henry,
I've been doing a little meditation.
I am experiencing the combination of two fucking minds, okay? I'm having memories of a life that I don't remember because I think my mom made a deal with some devil and then became like a sub-devil or something like that. And I understand that you think that maybe I'm just kind of picking your brain, but if you can just lock the fuck in right now, Henry, and just tell me where I can find information about something like that.
Yes.
Great.
Yes. It sounds like what you are experiencing is horrible and probably a byproduct of an uninformed decision on a darker power's behalf. Sometimes when things go not the way they are supposed to go, things get ruined. And when things get ruined, especially on a demonic level, backlash happens. And so you're saying you're experiencing two different times, two different life paths. Whoever has cursed you with this did not mean to, and probably does not even know that it has happened. Have you been experiencing lately visitations from old life? Has any other entity from old life come to you in this new life?
No, just memories and...
And what about your dead mother?
Talking to you about this is crazy. She's something else now, and that's what I'm trying to figure out.
But you've seen her.
Yeah. I thought she was dead, but...
Ah. You've seen her, and that is what's bringing your old life back. And that is not something anticipated by the powers that made her.
How do you know that?
Because I am hacker.
Okay, so what I found out with my friend is that Duffy, by the way, he fucking killed it. He was awesome.
Oh, Duffy, I do like Duffy. He has been at the library a couple times when I have been there. He is a very good kid.
You should really tell Duffy not to talk to...
I forgot that this was a thing.
Hey.
Henry, you're a nice guy, but he shouldn't be coming
just
up
like
and talking
objectively,
to you.
like objectively, like...
Thank God it was you, you know?
Thank God it was you.
Thank deity it was you.
Think whatever the deities you want. I am a nice guy.
No, that's what I said. Listen,
Okay.
Henry, but what I found with my friend Duffy, that you know, so you know that he's a smart kid,
Friends.
Very smart.
is that the power that made this deal with my mother, the power that is doing this to me, the power that converged the lines, it's most likely tied to something physical, a body or an item or something. How can I go about finding that? It's a big city.
Well, a demon like this, who is very active in this community, is probably community-based. A demon will not stray too far from their stomping ground because their corporeal form only was familiar with so many things. If their corporeal form rests somewhere, if their body or if their artifact, as it were, is near, it's like, have you ever heard of a Wi-Fi?
Yes.
It's like, in order to get the Wi-Fi, you have to have the stand. And it will not go very far. You have to get an extender for the Wi-Fi. So this entity cannot travel very far outside of where the avatar sits.
Well, so far they're able to travel the border of the city. That's still a lot to look for.
Do you know anything about this person?
No. Nothing.
It sounds like you may have a way to find out.
Oh, God.
It sounds like your mother, your mutter, getting a little French there, little mutter might be able to continue to break into this knowledge for you.
I kind of look at
And-
Josie.
And I find the best place to start with things otherworldly is the cemetery.
Yeah, that is kind of where this all started, isn't it?
That's where it all began.
I love to go to the cemetery. I like to go and
that's
say...
not true, actually. That didn't happen in this timeline. We didn't go to the cemetery in this timeline. Did we?
We've been to the cemetery.
But we've been to the cemetery, yeah.
You did remember it. You did start Onyx's plotline and like learning about Onyx the night that you did the tradition. So that all still exists.
Yeah, true.
Could I go with you if you go to the cemetery? Sometimes I like to go and I visit and I see the names and I say, oh, who was this person? And I play a little game with myself.
I mean...
The way you're looking at me makes me think that this is weird.
I'm just smiling so that Josie answers.
I mean, here's the thing. Henry seems to know a lot about this, and he's an adult. So if we needed somebody to be like, we are being,
Henry, you should go with us.
Yeah.
You should totally go with us. Yeah, he picks up on what Josie's saying. He's like, yeah. They'll arrest you. Yeah, he says under his breath.
Okay. Well, you have to leave me alone when I get into my deeper story time because sometimes I make myself really emotional because death is sometimes very sad.
Yeah, it is.
It is, Henry.
And I'm sorry if either of you have ever lost anyone. It seems like maybe you have, and you are both shrouded in darkness and heaviness from the loss of the loved ones.
Well, to be honest, Henry, I don't know if I've lost someone anymore.
But it's better than losing yourself.
Oh, I've lost myself many times.
And that's sad.
Luckily, I have friends.
Now you're making me sad.
But luckily, I have friends who always help me find myself.
Oh, I do not have those.
Yeah, you do. You're looking at them.
I'm not allowed to be friends with you legally.
No, you're not. That's correct.
Yes, but that's why we will go to the cemetery, but I will be a cool 6 feet away at all times.
Yeah. You're just being responsible. You know that a bunch of underage children are going to the cemetery. You're simply being responsible by putting yourself in the same location.
Yes, and speaking of 6 feet apart, let me tell you about my thoughts on the coronavirus. And I think, you two, like, immediately, like, there's like, okay, well, we gotta go.
Yeah.
And he packs up his stuff, and do you go immediately? Are you gonna go immediately to the cemetery?
No, I think... I don't think so.
We're gonna go hang out with Henry for a little bit.
Go to the arcade.
Well, just to remind you, Steve, you did say that you agreed to dinner with Becca.
Exactly, yeah. So that's what I was going to say.
And Josie, I will allow you to pick and do whatever it is you would want to do. If
Well, I was going to have a conversation with Josie as we're like walking out of the bar.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think that Hacker goes to the bathroom and you can...
We sneak out
as
then.
you're walking out. Yeah.
He'll understand, right? He'll get it. Why do they let us...
Hacker.
Why do they let us in there? I say as we're leaving. Every time they just let us in.
Well...
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have an answer for that. I think the bad morals?
Yeah.
I think this is like a bad place.
Yeah, it is. It is not a good place. At least they don't sell us alcohol, but it's weird that they just let us in.
It is weird that they let us in.
It's the thing, they let you in, but as long as you're not drinking, it's fine.
We played pool there that one time.
I know, that was fun.
Yeah.
All those drunk people, man, we were able to really hustle them. Josie, can I talk to you about something?
Yeah, of course.
I'm so fucking tired. I just like... What happened? Why us? I mean, since freshman year, we've not had any normalcy. And to be honest, at first, I was all about it, and I was the one doing most of the searching for it, and maybe even most of the instigating of it, but I mean, this is crazy shit. I mean, demons and ancient entities and werewolves and vampires and witches and... Josie, I don't even know where that book came from. I don't know whose it is. I don't know when it is.
Your witch book?
Yeah. I know nothing about it, other than the fact that it has some dark words that make me look really spooky and do cool shit. But, like, what is it doing to my soul? I have no fucking clue. All of this is to say, I just want to go have dinner with a girl that I think is cute. And just not go to the cemetery right now. And wait. And delay and procrastinate and push it off and avoid. Is that so bad?
That sounds totally normal. We're teenagers. We're human.
Most of us.
Most of us.
I'm really sorry again about everything. Not only the fact that we made you feel other, but the fact that my mom, no matter what she is, no matter why she is what she is, it's still a decision. And you are innocent in all of this. But she still chose to corrupt you. And maybe you don't feel like it's corruption, and I'm not trying to degrade or demean your powers or what you're capable of doing, but I'm just sorry, Josie. I feel like I got everybody caught up in all this.
It wasn't your fault.
Don't worry. I might leave, but my cell phone and wallet are gonna come with me.
Keep in touch. I'll see you later. Text me.
Yeah,
how
of
it
course.
goes.
Yeah, did I tell you? Becca asked me to dinner.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah.
This is what you're wearing?
No. I was stopping by. That's why I need to go now, so I can.
Good. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. No, come on, Josie. You have a little bit more faith in me.
Yeah. No, you got it, bud.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll text you, and don't go to the cemetery alone, or alone with Hacker. He's a nice guy, but there's a lot of nice guys, you know.
Yeah. No, I mean, it'd be dumb to do that. So yeah.
But you can take care of yourself, and I know that. So just
have fun.
I am. I will. I do. I shall.
Cool.
Secret handshake, and then
Secret handshake.
and then we leave.
Yes. So, Steve, you presumably go to get ready.
Yeah, I guess I go change clothes.
Yeah, I feel like in the montage, and correct me if you don't think this, but in the montage, Steve gets home, is like looking at himself, trying to decide like what is bad, what should change, and then just like changes his pants or like his shirt or like does this to his hair or something.
Yeah, it's definitely
it's like
I completely
very
agree.
minimal.
He's like looking at himself. He takes his jacket off. Okay, and then
yeah.
Or he puts a jacket on.
Where would you head for the remainder of this evening?
I wait for Hacker to come out of the bathroom, and then I tell him like, "Cool, so cemetery."
Nice.
So are you gonna go with him?
Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah. Okay, we'll come back to that. Vernon and Cora, you make your way to the guest house. Cora kind of just lets herself in very familiarly.
I have set the guest house up.
Oh.
I've turned the lights off, and there's like 6 candles lit, just kind of placed around somewhat randomly. There's a couple like little tea lights, and a couple just big candles, just completely different types of candles, just kind of giving some ambient light. Hello, Cora.
She like looks behind her. Hello?
Hello. I've never said any of this before, so I'm sorry if anything I'm about to say is weird.
Okay.
Are you okay?
That is weird. Why are you asking me if I'm okay?
Shut the door. Shut the door.
For a second, I thought he was just going to say, shut up.
Shut up.
Cora, I, of course, have been alive for a long time, and I have experienced many things in my life, and I've done many things, big and small, but I gotta be honest, I have kind of given up. I went to school a couple times, couple years, but not really. Wasn't ever really living as an immortal. I was just kind of existing. When the vampire hunters showed up, I was not scared because I think a part of me kind of wanted to die. This morning, I was walking around outside at night, and I looked up into the sky, and I saw a shooting star, and it made me think of you. And I realize I don't want to die because I have you. And I love you.
Oh, was that it?
I finished. You can respond.
Okay. Can you say that last part again?
I love you.
And just one more time.
I love you.
And you see her like look at you. And she steps a little closer into you. I saw the same shooting star. And it made me think of you as well. And then I started thinking about how many shooting stars I'm going to get to see in my life because I'm so immortal and I'm so going to be alive forever. And I just can't believe that I fell in love with someone so early on in this immortality. And I guess we're just going to have to hang out for the rest of our lives and kiss for the rest of our lives and maybe other stuff for the rest of our lives.
Okay.
Should we start now?
Yeah.
If it wasn't obvious, I love you too.
I also got you this. I pull out a keychain that's got like 6 keys on it. This first key is the key to the guest house. It's a copy. I know you usually let yourself in, but I've never felt comfortable giving anyone a key like this before.
It's her guest.
But it's ceremonial. I hear Steve in my head making fun of us right now, and I'm going to choose to ignore it.
The other keys are just keys to your house. To like the front door.
Yeah, this is the
and back
garage
door.
key.
Yeah.
So this is like a ceremonial thing. This is like not a key to like your chateau and
Like their family's like
France or
safety
something.
deposit box key that he just found and like copied.
I don't have a chateau. I guess this is ceremonial, but the key does work.
She takes the keys, turns around, leaves the guest house, and like the door slams, and you stand there for like a couple seconds, and then you hear the jostle of a lock, and she lets herself in, and she says, "Hey, I'm home." Was that good? Was that cute? Was that good?
That sparked something deep within me that I didn't know existed. I go over and kiss her.
She kisses you. And go ahead and roll to turn someone on.
Sure.
You have to tell me what it is too. Oh wait, no, I have my thing.
8.
Never mind. 8. Okay. 8. You kiss her, she kisses you back. She leans a little bit into the kiss. And I will say she's gonna give you a string on her.
Okay,
and
that's my 7th string on her.
Great.
Somehow.
But because that was not a total success, I am going to say, Vernon, just for you, because you've been alive a long time, and though you kind of tout yourself as being this kind of mysterious, otherworldly, outside of it all kind of being, and that mentality, you have been around long enough to have seen and felt what it feels like for someone to want to get away from you. And
okay.
There is a small part of you that feels that feeling in Cora right now. She's kissing you. She has the keys. She's been playful. Her mood has been light. She is clearly taking this in. But you swear for a second there's a little bit of hesitation.
All right, I stop kissing. I'm gonna take a quick walk. This took a lot out of me, but I'll be back soon.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go up. This is so dumb considering that you just did all of this, and she like gestures to the ensemble, the decor, the decoration, and she looks at you and she's like, I have a paper to finish before the end of the year. Are you okay?
Yeah. I've never been better.
Okay. Yeah, do you want to let me know when you're back and we can hang out?
I'll let you know. I know where you'll be.
She holds up the keys and you walk out, leaving her kind of in the door frame. Where are you headed?
Just kind of aimlessly walking around, I think.
Okay.
No real direction, but just out of sight of the guest house for a little bit, just to walk, just to watch people, whoever comes by.
So it's like a clear your head kind of thing, not necessarily a you're in search of someone or something. So you leave, and I will say, just for beautiful camera angle, Vernon goes and leaves the guest house. Cora is situated kind of in this door frame, and watches as Vernon walks out and leaves. Nikki, I would say you're across the street and can see all of this, them separating out. Once Vernon is kind of out of eyesight, Cora shuts the door, locks it with a heavy set of 6 or 7 keys, and goes and heads towards the main house. Seeing all of that, now that you've made it to the guest house, what do you do?
I think seeing Vernon go off on his own, Nikki's gonna pop out and surprise him in a very
Vernon?
dramatic way. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Vernon, you see a bloodied and battered Nikki jump out at you.
Are you alive?
Honestly, not sure. I think so.
Okay, do you need help?
No.
Okay. Have you talked to my sister? She was not behaving well in the aftermath of whatever happened between you two.
You haven't talked to her much?
A little bit.
She didn't tell you what happened between us?
She mentioned that she killed you.
Wow.
That's why I asked if you're alive.
Just casually mentioned it.
I think she yelled it in a fit of heightened emotions.
Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Has she told anyone else?
Possibly Cora?
Is Lilith still in the same spot? She at her place?
Well, why are you asking me and not her?
Because I want to know if she's where I need to find her first, so I'm asking you where I can find her.
She's, as far as I know, in the same apartment.
Okay. Good to see you, Vernon. Best of luck with Cora.
thank you. What are you planning on doing?
Going to see your sister.
Okay. You mind if I join you?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't expect you to say that. Well, good luck. Say hi to my sister for me.
I will. Don't worry, I don't have any ill intentions.
That's good. Well, it was a pleasure to talk to you. I'm glad you're alive.
Are you?
No.
I want you to go ahead and roll to shut her down, Vernon.
Is that cold?
That's cold, yeah.
Okay, I'm as cold as ice. 12.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so choose one of these choices. If I don't know if you had a string on him, Nikki, but if he does lose a string, if they have no strings on you, you gain one on them. They gain one condition, or you take one forward.
Ooh. I'm gonna give Nikki the condition of paranoid.
Mm.
I like it.
Okay. Perfect. So, Nikki, you have been given the condition of paranoid, so then any acts against you using that state, like weaponizing that condition, will have a forward on you, I believe. Yeah, add one to the roll. If you start to take action to alleviate your paranoia or deal with your paranoia, that is when it can correct and alleviate the condition. So all this happens. Nikki is you're heading to where you know Lilith to be. Vernon, what do you do as you see Nikki start to head in that direction?
I am going to follow Nikki in quietly as possible, and I'm going to text Cora and say, I saw Nikki seems injured, acting weird, gonna follow to my sister's.
You immediately get a thumbs up to that text from Cora, and nearly, like, you know how fast you can be, and how stealthy you can be. You feel the wind of her hit you before you turn around and see that she is next to you, and kind of squeezes your hand, and in kind of a silent solidarity starts to follow you with Nikki.
These two have the cutest dates. Watching
I
Steve,
know.
following Nikki.
Yeah, this is vampire love. This is what vampire love could be. For all of you vampires out there, make sure you are doing dates right. We will fade away from that as we will cut to a little bit later in the evening, maybe like an hour or so has gone by. Josie, you and Hacker are walking in the cemetery as dark is starting to set. And let me move us to an ambiance. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Being on my phone is weird. Being on my phone is really weird. Roll 20 on a phone is not cool, you guys. I just am going to put it out there. Cannot recommend against enough. I might not be able to even do this. Oh god. Okay, I'm not even going to do it. You guys get it. The sun is setting. Hacker has been strangely silent this whole time. It's almost as if like he is at peace in this way, and there's like a very reverent respect for where he is. I imagine you guys are like kind of going through like gravestones and up through like giant ornate statues and like around where the mausoleum area is. And every so often he'll stop at a gravestone and you'll hear him kind of like muttering, and then he'll stop and he'll nod his head and then he'll walk to another one. He's not much paying attention to you, kind of really taking seriously the like, we're not friends, I'm staying away. What do you do?
I cough.
Bless you. That's disrespectful to the dead.
Sorry. Oh my gosh. It's disrespectful if I smoke.
No, lots of people in here probably lost their lives to smoking, so they'd say, listen, smoke them if you got them.
It's true. We walk around and I realize that like I'm now kind of looking for Jenna's grave, if it's here. We're kind of like looking for answers and mother, and I know Hacker's like staying away and being like kind of quiet, but I'm also. So you mentioned that this place might have answers for us. Did you have any thoughts besides that, or?
I don't have much to say other than what I told your friends. He's kind of a deeply troubled person, isn't he? To lose your mother so young and to have all these visions and thoughts of dark powers and dark entities. Very troubled man.
It's a lot. It's been through a lot, and I'm trying to take this one for him. Try and find out some answers, try to come here without dragging him into any more of it.
You're a very good friend. You're a very good friend, even if you are a little odd and have odd interests and passions. But hey, so do I, so who am I to judge?
Appreciate that about you, Henry.
Thank you for calling me Henry.
Of course, it's your name.
What is your name? I guess I never asked or never heard.
My name's Josie. You can call me Joe if you want.
And you like this? You like the shortened version of your name?
Sometimes.
Joe. Okay, Josie. Joe. Very nice. And your friend's the sad one. What's his name?
His name's Steve.
Steve. Okay, Joe and Steve. Very cute. You are a couple, no? You like each other romantically?
He's actually on a date right now.
Oh, are you going to be late or do you need to go? Are you?
Not with me. He's on a date with somebody else.
Oh, okay. So I read that wrong. I read that very wrong. Nothing about this is romantic. Jeez, Henry. You put your foot in it again.
You mentioned knowing Mr. Smith.
Yes, he was in the hospital with his wife, which she was going to, have a baby soon. And he was always around and very, very kind, very nice. And then they wanted to have a home birth, and so many people want to have the home birth, and you say, oh, you got to have all the proper equipment. And I was just working as a volunteer at the time, but he came in after she had the baby and he was very distraught. I think it did not go well. And I did not see them much after that. They kind of went away. I think maybe they moved away, or it's very hard on them to be in the same place where such hard things happen to them. Some people are not built to handle hard or difficult things and they run away from them. Oh, I feel like I may have struck a chord.
No, I think that one of the ways that people have been dealing with them here is trying to buy their way out.
Ah. A commendable option. In a world that values money and deals and negotiations, always something to be done about what you don't want to do. No one ever faces it. Accountability is a great power.
I think I'm going to be held to account.
Oh, I see. You have made a deal with this dark power then. And for why?
Because my friends made me feel like I wasn't as good as they were.
You made this deal because your friends didn't think that you were good?
I think I knew that they thought I was good. It wasn't just I was in a relationship with somebody that I was going to leave me no matter what. And I wanted to hold on to that. I wanted my friends to see me, and
where's this person now that you wanted so desperately to hold on to?
Boston.
And are you happy that you made this deal?
No.
Ah. This is the tough part of life. We often learn lessons after the harm has been done. So rarely can we learn the lesson before we do the great harm to ourselves and to others.
It's true. Caused harm to come to people. I've brought darkness into mine and my friends' lives. The more I hear about how far this goes, the deals that people make, but they end up giving up. I'm afraid.
Perhaps your very persistent friend Steve will help you find a way out of this. I have found persistence to be the best medicine to apathy, to darkness. Perhaps you will find a way out yourself. And perhaps you have made a new friend who can help you with whatever they hear or know, having been born so many years before you and are so much older and wiser. And you see him, like, for the first time, kind of smirk at his own little joke.
Mm-hmm.
I can be funny too.
I mean, you are older and wiser, but I do appreciate you being here. I think I'd be afraid if I was here alone.
That is very nice. Have you been inside the mausoleum?
And this is Sophie trying to remember if we've been inside the mausoleum in this
You
time.
have, yeah. I would say like nothing.
Because I think the
like,
wolf were the wolf kids living there at one point in time too.
The wolf kids were early on, yeah, and you have like been around the cemetery enough, and like, but yeah, like all of the like Josie's body being hidden and like that kind of stuff, you wouldn't remember. But go ahead and I'm gonna have you roll to gaze into the abyss.
The abyss.
And at the mention of saying, "Have you been in the mausoleum?"
I was gonna say, like, I almost went into role playing that.
Oh, really? Yeah. Then
Yeah.
perfect. Because yeah, I would think that like, what are what you're looking for is, have I been in the mausoleum?
Mm-hmm. It's dark.
Yes.
Roll. Fail.
Fail.
It's a 5.
A 5. Okay. You don't get any like memory of anything from the mausoleum other than you remember that the wolf kids lived there. It's a mausoleum. It's a stone building. It's marble, like very ornate, very decorative. There's like on the outside, and you remember on the inside, like sconces and like things littering it with like all of these different like placards of the people who are like represented there. But you don't have, it's like almost as if like, you know, when you forget something and you forget what you've forgotten and there's no way to like recall it, it's like that kind of feeling of like, there has to be more, but there probably isn't.
I mean, yeah, I've been in there. Have you been in the mausoleum?
Oh, yes, I do sometimes come in here and I go and I look. There's a very interesting piece of history that is here. Let me show you. And he gestures you to follow him into the mausoleum, like opens up the big wooden, like oaken doors, and steps inside. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Yeah. He like walks. It's a small room. You've been in here with the kids, but like there's like a altar kind of like island thing in the middle with like a place to put flowers, and there's like a book that looks to be like an old version of some like religious text that has no deity tied to it, because this is a godless world. And I love that in this episode we've decided that the canon is deityless. And you look all around like these stone marble walls, and there's like little like almost like bunk bed kind of things where it's like there's somebody buried here and somebody buried here, but it's like very clearly like organized, and each spot has the placard of the person's name. And in the middle kind of section, this like highlighted section, there's like a placard over the top, and Hacker like gestures you, and he's like, okay, so some things that the world doesn't know is that in the 1800s all the way up to recent times, and even now we are in this world where the reproductive rights are at stake, and people are being vilified for their choices in this life, and the gay people and the people of color, and all of these people are being marginalized even more highly. But in history it has always been such, and there's this group of people who try to change this, and people know of it from the East Coast, people know of it from Chicago, people know of it from there, but these networks make their way, and the world is so special and so beautiful that information passes organically. And this is one of my favorite places, because here is a representation of all of the women in Cairns that were doing the work of trying to save people, trying to help them. And you see above the chunk of placards with all of these names on it, there's a big giant placard that says the Janes of Cairns. And there's like a little writing below that's kind of mapping out what Hacker has been very poetically trying to say, which is there was this group of women who were a very big part of the pro-choice movement of the 50s and 60s, and these networks of women that were providing safe and accessible choices to women. There's like 8 or so names listed below, and Hacker is like looking at it lovingly, and he kind of puts his hand on one of the placards and kind of like caresses it a little bit, and he goes, I'm very proud to be descended from very powerful woman who helped
That's so cool. Do you know more about her story?
Well, yes, she was my mother. but she passed on. Why?
That's fascinating. I think it's so cool. You seem to know a lot about the history, and I didn't know anything about this. And it sounds like these were great women.
He looks longingly up. And he looks at you. And he says, I think that we need to go.
Okay. I think you recognize something like touched me, and I think there's something that's hit you, and
Yes, I suddenly feel very sad. And I do miss my mother.
I start to walk out.
He follows you, and even despite the spookiness of the situation and just his immediate vibe shift, it really does feel as though it is this grown, misunderstood man who is pretty much nearly always of his right mind, who sees things in a different way and sees things in a maybe more clear way than a lot of people might allow themselves to see. And you walk away from this mausoleum that I think starts a montage of Steve waiting with flowers outside of a restaurant, kind of ruffling his shirt, smoothing it out, making sure everything's where it needs to be. Vernon and Cora tailing Nikki as she gets to Lilith's house and perhaps taking a deep breath before ringing the doorbell. Josie walking to her house, going into the bedroom that she's had for the past 3 years with a inevitable sense that something is not quite right. And seeing Jenna sitting on her bed, and the montage is broken with Jenna saying, "Are you ready to end this?" And there's a fast cut to black and the credits roll. And that is going to be the soft cliffhanger finale of Monsterhearts Junior.
Oh boy. Man, senior year is gonna be crazy.
Senior year is gonna be crazy. Thank you for sticking with me on that one, sticking with each other on that one. Thank you, JMO, for coming back.
Yay,
I might be in touch with you because I honestly don't think you're done yet, and I don't think that's anyone's fault, and I think maybe you should come back. But we'll talk. We'll see. This is our last episode for the summer. We will be back probably in September to start senior year and pick up where we left off to see
Crazy.
what's happened with these schools over the summer. See what might or might not have gone down at Lilith's house. Seeing what might or might not go down with Jenna and Josie, and see if Steve maybe gets to be the normal guy that he just kind of wants to be right now. But thank you so much for sticking with us for 3 years.
Wow,
This
that's
is the
crazy.
third year. I know, it's crazy.
Thank you, Angie.
Yeah, listen, now that I've watched Buffy, it's over for you fools.
Senior year is gonna be crazy.
By the time senior year comes around, I'll probably have finished, and you guys will not be able to even hang. I love you all very much. Thank you so much to anybody who's watching this and hanging out with us. Take care of each other. Take care of your world. Hug your friends. Love them. Love your people. Just as we love you. And we will see you in September. Bye.
Bye.